3. What's up, everybody? Back once again, episode 45. We grown men in this joint. We grown men. We 45 in this joint. We got whole families, kids, a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? We out here paying bills on time. You know what I mean? Got the wife and the kids. You know how you doing? Is it Junie? Westside Izzy P, Westside Izzy Sports, Jones Street TV. We all in here.
This man right here got so flabbergasted that he couldn't do the intro right.
Hey man, we in here, bro.
Hey, look, 45 episodes in, bro. Let's go ahead and say it like it is, man. We out here in these streets. We are not quitting.
Nope.
Hey, look, the NFL season. Well, the NFL season might be over with, and we may be in the off season with a whole lot of shenanigans happening. And we might have spring football coming up, but we don't ever stop. There ain't no breaks. We all gas, no breaks. 100 miles an hour. We ain't quitting.
Oh, yeah. And we get to some spring football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's go right in there. The USFL.
Whoa. Pause. Stop. Time out.
What?
Hold on.
What?
We're not just going to skip over the fact that this man right here dropped a teaser trailer for something big coming up.
I dropped something?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. June over here. June's 88. This man right here sends me a little picture in the morning. He sends me something, and it's a still shot of him out in downtown Dallas. And I'm like, what is this? Is this what I think it is? And all he sends me is little emojis of green tea. And then shortly after, throughout the day, he drops a teaser trailer for a brand new music video.
We out here, man. We thriving out here, man. We just out here. That's all I can say.
Okay, so when is it coming out?
April 10th. I'm dropping it April 10th, bro. Got too many videos coming out as it is on YouTube. I got too much stuff. All right. Got to spread stuff out. I can't give y'all everything.
Okay, so Green Tea, the official music video, comes out April 10th.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any other things that are being dropped soon enough?
Music video? Oh, we got something else. Oh, yeah, we cooking. We talked to my guy yesterday. He sent it over. We was talking about what's next. Like, are we doing this, that, and third next? Is we out here. We thrive. We out here, man. We out here.
Okay, now. Okay, that's awesome to hear. This man right here, he out here in them streets.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to do something, bro. It's like one of the things like, damn.
He's probably looking for it right now.
What? No. We out here right now. We out here, bro. Like I said, we out here, bro. Just making moves. Just making moves. Hustling hard, making moves. Visuals coming soon. Bro. But what about you, Mr. YouTube Shorts? You know what I mean? Out here dropping all the sports fanatics. Izzy Rappaport.
Well, you know what's funny? I've just been trying to stay busy with the YouTube stuff, just looking for little things to drop here and there and just putting them out there as best as I can, just trying to stay consistent. But I did get a really cool comment yesterday.
Oh, God.
I did get a really dope comment yesterday. So
was it positive or was it negative?
Oh, it was super positive. If I'm saying it's a real cool comment, it's positive.
Okay, what you get now? What they give you?
So I went to I attended a wedding yesterday.
Okay.
Attended a wedding. And during the after the wedding, we had the reception, and there's a guy that I know. I was walking up. He's like, hold on now. Is that Izzy Phantasmo? Is that my favorite sports commentator on Instagram?
Huh?
I was like, oh, me? No, it couldn't be. He's like me? Oh, shit. Literally. This man right here was like, look, you're all over my feed, bro. Like, I see you at least once a day. So if you ever get any of the interaction, that's from me. He told me, like, look, he doesn't follow football a lot, but he knows a lot more football He knows a lot more about football now than when he did since he started watching my stuff.
Hey, that's always a good thing. That's always a
Yeah,
good
and
thing.
as soon as I heard that, I was like, man, you know what? I like that. I'm gonna take that and run with it.
You got
I'm
to,
doing
bro. Because because let's tell the truth. I'm gonna put my man out on Front Street. He used to start stuff, then finish. He wouldn't commit to it, fall off, start, wouldn't commit. I fuss at him, like pull him to the side of the locker room. Like, yo, man, let me have some vet talk. Let's sit down, bro. Like, hell going on here, bro. Man, I mean, I got the captain's patch on my church jersey. Like, bro, I'm like, talk to me, man. Like, you've been on the team for about 2 years now. What you doing with yourself, man? What's going on, man? You're not producing, man. They talking about cutting you from the team. You got to be in year 3. You ain't doing your job, man. I'm trying to save your job here. You're making me look bad. Then he come in like he come in here getting 4 picks a game. You know what I'm saying? Stops. You know what I mean? He out here. He getting pressures. I don't know how he getting pressure. He's the corner. I don't know how he doing it. I don't know what he doing.
Defensive line ain't doing their damn job.
You know what I'm saying?
But
He
like
out
this.
here.
But
He
like
doing
this.
everything. I'm like, man, how you doing it?
But like this. You see the team that's on my beanie, right? Do you want to know who the leading pass rusher was besides some of their it was like 3 or 4 guys that was like a leading pass rusher. Vita Vea, their nose tackle.
Right.
Kalijah Kancey, another rookie tackle.
Right.
You had either Levante David or KJ Britt, the linebackers. And then you had Antoine Winfield Jr. He's a strong safety and he's bringing pressure. And he's generating more pressure in the backfield.
That's very sad.
This man had a couple sacks to his name, had like 6 or 7 interceptions, but yet was not named an all-pro defensive player of the year or whatever. Like, this guy got snubbed. But anywho, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, you put me on Front Street. You were trying to get me, you were really trying to get me to do my thing, to figure out what I wanted to do. And it took a little bit of, understand, really wanting to do it and really trying to figure out and I guess just find myself in that area, because I started and I stopped and I started and I stopped. And I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. I had an idea. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to execute. But now this is different. I'm executing a little bit differently. I'm planning things out. I'm actually actively searching for stuff to talk about. I'm not just letting things fall into my lap. Like, I'm looking for things to talk about. Some stuff that's fun to talk about, things that are happening around the league. Maybe stuff that's even happening outside of football. Like, there's an incident in baseball right now where a top baseball player, Shohei Ohtani, a Japanese superstar baseball player for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's
involved. Talk about him real quick.
Huh?
I mean, when you told me about this dude. Now, he told me, is he like, yo, he signed a, I didn't hear what he said. He signed a $9 million contract. I didn't hear everything got the 9. I said, these ain't 9 million. No, 900. I'm like,
yeah. It's 10 years. It was like 10 years, 300 mil or something like that. But yeah, he signed a very, very big deal. But the way that he structured the deal was crazy. Like, he made it super duper team friendly, to where like a majority of the money that he's supposed to get is going to be loaded up on the back end of the deal. A lot of the money that he's getting right now is pretty much like, he's getting pretty much like 2 mil off of like the first 10 years or off the first year, like first 4 or 5 years or something like that. But like, he's getting
his
money.
Bank account is looking pretty hefty, pretty much.
Oh, his bank account is hefty, but it's funny with his situation. So just a quick view. Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers are in Seoul, they were in Seoul, South Korea. They were playing the San Diego Padres, the team I watch. They were doing the Seoul series, and basically it was a two-game deal. San Diego played the home team on day 1, and then LA played the home team on day 2.
Right.
LA won the first game, day 1. and then the Padres were going to be playing the Dodgers in Game 2. But before Game 2 happened, a story came out on, I want to say it was Tuesday. It was like Tuesday. No, a story came out on Wednesday because it was Thursday over there when they played the second game. But the story drops on a Wednesday from ESPN, basically talking about how the Dodgers fired Otani's interpreter, and the interpreter was had been alleged of stealing like up to $4 million to pay off a gambling debt. And like, here's the crazy part about all this. Here's the part that caught a lot of people's attention. So Tuesday, they speak with Otani's representatives, right? Or a representative with Otani. And the guy's like, oh yeah, Otani knew about the deal. He knew about the situation. Like, he was helping about Ippei and him, their best friends.
Right. Go ahead, keep talking.
I heard some.
You always do that when I step up. Like, you like, huh? Just keep talking. Let me back.
Okay.
Throw some in the mini fridge. You good?
Okay. So let me see. So they talked to Otani, and they basically said that, you know, him and the translator, they're friends, that he knew about the ordeal, yada yada. Before the story drops on Wednesday, that same representative comes back, recants his entire statement, and basically says the opposite. Says that Otani didn't know, says that him and Ippei, they aren't friends, and that he was a victim of theft. So now ESPN has this entire timeline of pretty much how everything plays out. They even have a little transcript of a interview that they got with the translator himself. And now Otani is supposedly going to be reading out a statement. He's supposed to be talking to the media about this entire situation. He's not talking. He's going to talk to the media. He's not taking any questions. He's just reading a statement.
Here's my thing. A gambling debt.
Oh, and by the way, about that gambling debt, it was to a book. It was to a bookkeeping operation that's being federally investigated right now.
Look here. I get it. Everybody has their vice. Some may be excessive spending, food, clothes, things of that nature. But gambling is a dangerous game because people always, me and my mom talk about this all the time. It's kind of like saying somebody go to Vegas and they win $35,000, right? And they play it all back, trying to win more. And they come back to town like, yo, I was in Vegas, I went 35,000. And then your mind, oh, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna? Oh, I played it all back. You played 35,000 back for what? I try to get some. Dude, I can go to Vegas tomorrow and win 25K. I'm done. Vacation is over. I'm done. Take whatever tax y'all need to take out of it. I'm whatever y'all need to take that, whatever. Boom. Give me what's left.
Bro, there was a video I remember watching.
No, you don't understand where I'm going with this.
No. I'm about to tie it in. There's a video that I've seen. It was a while ago. It was like a couple of guys. They were on a guys trip out in Vegas. One of the guys, I guess, was gambling at like a blackjack table or one of those slot machines. I can't remember which one. Dude won over like about 50 grand or whatever.
Right.
And like his buddies were trying to egg him on to like, go after and get some more. He was smart. He was like, nah, dog, I'm done. Called it right there. Once he saw how much he got, he was like, yeah, I'm done. Went to cash out right there.
Yeah, that's what you do. Like, I feel like if it's a gamble, if I go, like I said, if I go to Vegas, say I take 1,000 with me, right?
Yeah.
And I play 200, and I win more than what I played. Say I'm playing 200, and I play 40, and I win for the sake of argument for the store, I win 40,000. I'm done.
Oh yeah.
What's the point of sitting back trying to get something? If I'm lucky enough to win that, I'm done. My baby, like, hey, lunch on me, dinner on me. Like
Lunch on me, dinner on me. We good.
breakfast on. I got it. But other than that, it's like, and the people I work, we don't eat big anyway. Then we gonna buy the restaurant. I ain't come with like $100. You know what I'm saying?
Like imagine you show up to a Waffle House with a duffel bag with like 40K in it and be
nigga,
like, hey yo, breakfast
I'd
on
be
me.
damned if I could like put that in my account, like drop that in the account right now. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I'll
that's like
keep
right
1,000 on me.
account right now.
Like, I'm keeping 2 on me. Put the rest in the account.
Are you keeping what, 200 or 2 grand?
2 grand. I'm taking 2K on me. I'm keeping
Oh,
that on me. I'm gonna have that on me. Had it in a little fanny pack. Had that in. I'm gonna have that on me.
yeah.
Cause I gotta see the money. I gotta see it.
Like you got to make sure it's real.
Yeah, I gotta see it. But all right, it's in the account. Like, yo.
And the funny part is, you're gonna get back to the hotel, go back to the hotel. You're gonna see that fanny pack full. And be like, dang, that's real. Check your bank account. Dang, that's real.
And I'll be like, cause we already as people, we check our bank accounts every day, all day, every day.
Yep.
In the morning, I check it. At night, I check my account just to, even though I know I check. You just want to,
make sure your money's still looking strong.
Yeah, so like to open the account, see that, and this dude got how many 900 million? I'd be like, gosh damn. Whoo! I wouldn't even like, but then again, that dude have to see me. You use my money to pay your debt off.
No, so here's the kicker about this, right? So the guy in charge of the booking operation or whatever it is, I think it's like a bookkeeping operation or whatever, right?
Right.
Supposedly the guy said that he saw the payment come in with the name Otani labeled on it. Didn't know if it was actually Shohei's, but what he ended up doing, he kept the name out there and pretty much used that to boost his operation. To basically use that to kind of like bump his numbers up and be like, oh look, we got Otani on here, so it's legit.
Right.
But the guy that the interpreter basically was like, during the interview, he was asked questions like, did Otani know about this? No. Did you lie to him? Yes. And basically he was saying like, look, these bets that I made were on other sports. It wasn't on baseball. It was on college basketball. It was on soccer. It was on football. It was on like international sports. So it wasn't like he was betting on baseball per se. But
I guess it's all right.
yeah, but like he didn't do so well and whatnot. So yeah, it was just one of them situations. It's a really weird situation, to be honest, that has a lot of twists and turns, a lot of holes, a lot of things that are just like, we really don't know what's going on. Now we really don't know the full story yet. So like I'm gonna be doing a video on this. Like I did a short already, kind of like overviewing a little bit of it, but I'm going to be doing a full-on video, kind of like trying to dive into the details. I've been reading some of the reports and some of the stories. So I'm probably going to wait until Otani drops this statement and then go from there.
What are you going to do about his money if he uses money? Do we get it?
The funny thing is, though, like, we don't know because, like, supposedly in one of the reports that ESPN dropped, they're taking like they're having a third party investigate it. But here's the thing: the California Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, LAPD, or any other law enforcement agency out in California, nobody has anything to do with this per se. Nobody, none of these people, none of these organizations, they're investigating this. So we don't know who that third party is. And now the MLB, they're doing an investigation on this as well.
So how can this affect him?
Well, right now, it's not going to affect him at all. Like since he wasn't the one that directly was putting bets down. Now, if they investigate and let's say in the off chance, I'm not throwing it out there, but in the off chance they find a way to connect it, like, oh well, technically he may not have been putting bets, but maybe he was using Ipe to like his translator to put bets for him. If there's a connection like that, there can be some disciplinary actions, and we don't know exactly what that situation could look like, because the last time the MLB had a situation like this where they had a baseball player get involved with betting was the Pete Rose scandal back in like the 70s.
I remember that. I don't remember that, but I remember hearing the story as a kid when it was funny because my uncle, the way I found about Pete Rose, about any kid from the 90s who watched pro wrestling, WWF coming out like, oh, that's Pete Rose. Like, oh. And they're like, you know, and like, yeah, I'm like, who? Like, what is he? And my uncle told me, you don't know what Pete Rose did? Like, nah. Then he told me, oh, that's bad? Like, yeah.
Basically, he lost his. He got booted out of the MLB or whatever. The weird part about it is, I think he's a Hall of Famer still. Don't know how, but I gotta look. But yeah, so Pete Rose is the only one that is like the only one to get booted because of gambling. So if it turns out that Ohtani was kind of betting on the side, but he was using his interpreter kind of like as the person to do it for him, we could see something. But then again, though, like they're looking at it as if like he didn't do anything at all, and it was just the interpreter. You know, it was only the interpreter doing it just on his own volition.
I just don't get people with gambling problems. I never got that. Like, I don't have an addictive mentality. I'm like, how can somebody be addicted to gambling? Like, I get the thought of.
I think it's more it's the thrill of like, if you think about it's the thrill of like, you know, winning something, or like you're going after something, wanting to like see if you're gonna win big. Because a lot of people, they'll, you know, put money down, or they'll like get these little cards for like the lottery or whatever, hoping they make it big or whatever, or they'll go to the gambling casinos, hit the slot machines or whatever, and you see people like those just stuck there, just hitting the slots all day. It's like, I guess either some people do it because they're bored, or other people do it because like they really believe like there's gold at the end of that rainbow, or you know what I'm saying. But like, again, it's one of those situations where like we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna be said.
Yeah. But let's knock this out. There was a rule passed in the NFL.
Several rules passed. One of them I agree with. No, the other one I don't. So the first one that I want to touch quick before I go to the other one. The 3 challenge rule passed.
Oh, so now you get 3 challenges.
So you get a 3rd challenge if you successfully win one of the first 2 challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they've been doing it.
Nope, it was only 2 challenges.
Yeah, I know, but then when if you win both, they give you another one, right?
Nope.
Oh, they took that out.
No. So the original one was like, you have a challenge, like you have a challenge, right? And if you win, you keep it. If you lose that challenge and you lose your timeout.
Right.
But you had 2 challenges to play with. So if you lost one, that was it. This rule is if you challenge a play and you win that challenge, you get an extra one.
Yo, that's
so you can inadvertently, if you challenge it, like let's say your Eagles are playing let's say your Eagles are playing Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, right?
Okay.
Jalen Hurts hands the ball off to Saquon. They need to get a first down. They only need like 2-3 yards. Saquon gets stopped, right? He gets tackled, but like he gets tackled right on the line, and they rule it as like he didn't get the first down, right?
Right.
Or like, let's say it was a Devontae Smith makes a catch near the sideline. They rule it incomplete. If Sirianni was to challenge that pass, that call about the catch, and replay shows that he caught it inbounds, but he was pushed out of bounds, or he had both feet in or whatever before going out, he wins that challenge. He gets a third one right there. But if he loses that first challenge, he has one more chance to win. He has one more chance to get that third one, because you have to win just one out of the two challenges to get that third.
That's crazy. Now, I mean, that's not bad if you think about it. You get an extra challenge for the good part.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
What's the one you don't like? Talk to the people about what you don't like. Tell them why you're mad.
So, the NFL has officially banned the quote-unquote hip drop tackle.
So here's my thing. Because people made like JJ Watt was talking about like I don't even know how to do that move. I wouldn't even know how to tell you how to do that move if I had to. Like it's one of the things that it just happens in the moment. So it's kind of like hearing a veteran defensive player say like that's just one of the things. Like, of course, if I'm running behind you and I catch you, I gotta pull you. I gotta lean. I gotta get you down.
Because it's like I did a video about this today, and like the example I showed was the one that was used most widely was the game between Cincinnati and Baltimore, where Logan Wilson tackled Mark Andrews short of the first down, but he used that hip drop, he used that tackle, brought Mark Andrews down, but Mark Andrews ended up breaking his ankle or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, we have
to. That's how Tony Pollard got injured, right?
Was it like that?
Was it similar?
Might have been, but I'm not sure. We'll have to look. I have to look back on that. But basically, this is a thing that the NFL has been looking at they've been looking into getting rid of for a while. And even though the NFLPA widely went against banning this play, they were against this entire vote. They were against banning it. All 32 NFL owners voted in agreement to ban this tackle.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get that you want to like make the game safer. Granted, like, quarterbacks, you can't hit them high, you can't hit them low. You want to preserve the quarterback. I get that. The ball carrier, you want to make sure that they're not getting hurt as well. Like we've seen multiple instances where the ball carrier, whether it be a running back, a wideout, or whoever, when they get tackled, they get hit awkwardly, or they fall awkwardly, and then their leg gets bent out of shape, or like something happens to where like they're hurt. Like the Nick Chubb incident when Cleveland played Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That was a scary situation. I get the whole instance of like you want to protect the players and whatnot, but in essence, you're also kind of like affecting the defense as well, because like now you're telling them like, look, is like you're gonna have to pretty much rewire your way of like playing the game that you've played for like 6-7 years now.
Look,
and it's not even that. It's the fact that like it's the penalty. It's like the way that they're going to penalize it. If a player is caught doing a hip drop tackle in a game, it's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down going the other way. So, for example, if let's say the Steelers are playing, let's say the Steelers are playing,
Steelers and the Jets.
Okay, yeah, Steelers and the Jets, right? Patrick Queen goes to make a tackle on Garrett Wilson, right?
Right.
Grabs him. Garrett's trying to get away, so he falls, bringing Wilson down. If he gets penalized for that tackle, then he just gave the Jets 15 free yards, and depending on where that penalty happened, you're probably a good 30 plus yards away from the red zone, or like you're probably a good 5 yards away from the 20-yard line or whatever, right? So this is going to dramatically change the way the game is going to be played. It's going to alter how defenses are really going to attack. And I think I saw someone say, I don't know who I saw it. I don't know who said it, where I saw it on Twitter, but they were like, get ready for a lot of missed tackles to happen.
That's sad because I feel like it's one of the things like this upcoming season, so many penalties going. Everybody gonna get hit. Every game is gonna be hit. Cause like you just can't. It's like say, all right. It's like all right. What can we do now? Like what can we probably do now? We like not tackle. Like what we gonna do? Like we gotta tackle these guys. Like all right. Then like you get ready to tell like no, can't touch you, can't do it. Now you just can't do it.
No, it's like if you're getting ready to, like, if you're running up on somebody and you're getting ready to tackle them, then it's like you have to adjust your entire way of playing now. You're gonna have to adjust your entire way of playing, because it's like this. It's like before, if like, let's say, going back to that Steelers Jets example, for Steelers and Jets example, right?
Right.
Let's say whoever was guarding Garrett Wilson misses his assignment, or Garrett Wilson gets away, and you got Patrick Queen running up trying to catch up to the guy. You're gonna have to, like, he's gonna wrap him up to try and bring him down, but if it's accidental how he goes down trying to bring down Garrett Wilson, or any team at that, in the situation, is like, even if it's an accidental situation where, like, this was the only way I could bring the guy down, you might risk getting penalized for it.
That's wild. I don't know. I mean, I get football is a barbaric sport, very violent. They say every game is an equivalent of one car crash. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Because you're running at full speed. Like, think about it like this. You know how sometimes the NFL will track a person's speed?
Yeah.
As they're running?
Yeah.
Imagine you're running that fast. And some of these guys, they can get up to 20 miles per hour. Like, dude, they're running up to about 20 miles per hour trying to get upfield. Imagine you had the ball in your hand, you're running 20 miles per hour, and someone comes around and just straight wraps you up or hits you, right? That type of kinetic energy, that type of force you're getting hit with, like, that's equivalent to getting knocked around in a car crash, because it's that sudden, is that sudden start-stop acceleration type of deal.
Yep. And I say that to say, I get you want to keep these guys safe, but like you said off camera, like, yo, this is gonna be a flag football league. Like, what next? Like, yo, like, what next? Okay, you can't do the horse collar, you can't chop block, you can't do this now. It's like, what next? Just two-hand touch, like that's what we're gonna go to. Like, yo, it's just NFL two-hand touch league.
No, okay, you know what? I call it it's gonna be flag football because of all the flags that we're gonna be seeing.
I see what you did that double entendre. I see what you did there.
That, and also you might as well go ahead and get. You know how they did the Pro Bowl where everybody's wearing flags? There's no tackle in the Pro Bowl league now; it's just flag football.
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah.
I will say this though. The NFL is looking into something that is kind of interesting, and it is kind of conducive to what we are going to be getting used to watching within the next week or so.
Spring football.
Yes, sir. So the kicking situation is going to be might be a little bit different if it gets passed.
Okay.
So the way I think that it was a special teams coordinator from the New Orleans Saints basically was talking to Pat McAfee about it, and basically it's like you're gonna have both teams line up on the 40-yard line adjacent to each other, and then
Yeah,
you're gonna have the kicker, kick off the 35-yard or something like that. And
right,
basically, what they're trying to accomplish is they wanted to ensure that there's gonna be more kickoff returns.
right.
So like there's going to be a specific zone that the kicker has to make sure the ball lands in, and if they kick the ball strict, like if it goes out of bounds entirely, then the ball goes up to like the 35-yard line instead of the 20. But if a player on the returning team goes back to return the ball and they just down it in the end zone, then it's a regular touchback.
Look,
Basically they're trying to eliminate like the collisions and all that stuff, protect the players during kickoffs or whatever, but they want to also ensure that we're going to see like some more returns or whatever. So it's a very interesting concept, and it's something that we've seen before from the XFL when they first started.
man, I like to see people earn a punt return and kick return. I don't want you to get to them, make it easy. I like to see people get kicked all the way to that end zone, got to run that mug back with 80s, 90s. Like, earn that, don't just give it to them. When they don't get to it, like, man, ain't no fun. Yeah, I led the league in punt returns, guy. Yeah, but it kicked it from the goddamn 30. Shit. You just walk that son bitch and get out of here. Me ain't no. But yo, man, speaking of spring football, this weekend,
The UFL starts, baby.
yes, it does. I mean, how you feeling?
Man, I am interested to see how the spring football plays out. I'm interested because it's not just the XFL and USFL dueling it out with different leagues. No, it's now one combined league. We've talked about it before. We've discussed how, it's going to look. We discussed who the teams are, where the teams are going to play. I'm excited to see how things shake out. This first game that we're going to be seeing between the XFL champions and the USFL champions, like, it's good. I believe that game is going to set the tone for how this season is going to go.
You know what? Just looking at this, it looks so weird looking at this.
What?
Look how that looks, bro. Like, those, like,
Oh, they have the schedule out on ESPN already?
yeah,
What?
it looks so weird. Like, I wish it was more teams. It looks so weird. Like, you get to play everybody at least 3-4 times.
Where just what? The United Football League. Okay. I'm go ahead and save that up. Yes, sir. So, you know what and it's like they got 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. I get it. My thing that I want to see play out is, depending on how this season shakes out, I want to see if they'll add more teams.
That's what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping the XFL is gonna do, because they only did one full season. Then they merged with the USFL, who's like 3 seasons deep. I'm like, I just felt like I just don't like the less teams. Like, it's like you ain't got to focus on too many teams. And if you do add a team, it's gonna be a big deal. But you're going to add 2 teams. You can't add only 8 teams. 8 teams, right?
Yes, it's only 8 teams right now.
So it's like you're going to have to add 2 teams every time, because you can't like have an eyeball out. So it's like,
yeah,
they should have kept everybody this big and have other teams that play other stadiums. But I guess you got to work a deal out with that. Just say, oh, Philly, can we use can we use the link for this? I don't think you just go in there like hit. I think you got to probably bid on that, whatever the case may be. But it is what it is.
I mean, unless they could find a smaller stadium, because if you really think about it, a lot of these teams that are playing in the UFL, like they're not really playing in big stadiums like that.
Nope.
Like the only NFL-esque type stadium, or the only type of stadium that I would think kind of fit that bill, would
St.
be,
Louis.
yeah, the Dome in America Center, which is in St. Louis, possibly the Alamo Dome.
Yeah.
But every other stadium is either a college stadium or it's a soccer stadium.
Yeah.
So like I think also, who was it? I think it was Seattle when they had a team. They were playing at
Seahawks.
they were playing in the Seahawks stadium.
Yep.
They were playing over there. So yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Okay, so who would you want to see come back into the league?
Vegas and who from in the in the USFL, Philadelphia.
Ooh, the Soul.
Yeah,
The
from
Soul,
USFL.
Soul and the Vipers. I want to see ooh. I would like to see Seattle come back in.
Oh yeah, you said that last week. You said that last week.
Seattle, and I wouldn't mind seeing Philadelphia come back.
I'm with it because I feel like I want spring football is cool. I like it. Like it gives us a little bit more edge to watch more football going into the spring,
And
summer.
not only that, not only does it give us a little more edge, but also think about it like this: there are guys who may have missed the boat, or like they got cut trying to make the rosters, and now this is their opportunity to pretty much showcase what they could do on the field and really make a name for themselves for scouts.
And remake a name because like Philip Lindsay, he was for the goddamn Broncos,
Went
got
to
cut
Seattle.
when Seattle did his thing. You know what I mean?
Or Ben DiNucci.
Yep.
He was with Dallas. He was with the Cowboys for a little bit, got let go, went to Seattle, played a little bit, and then got brought into Denver.
Yep. So it's like it's always a good thing.
PJ Walker is another one.
Yeah.
So like
Didn't
there's
he play for the US XFL?
yeah, he played for in the XFL. I think he was in DC, and then he got brought up by Carolina. He got brought into the NFL by Carolina.
Right.
And then I believe he went from Carolina to Cleveland. I don't know if he got signed by another team or if he's playing somewhere else or whatnot. But I know like there are stories of guys that are coming from that have come from the XFL and the USFL who made their jump to the NFL. So so spring football is a pretty big deal. It's like AAA in baseball.
And the one thing about the the USFL now, I
UFL.
feel like it's a positive for the kids who want to get to the NFL, like those guys that didn't get drafted, undrafted free, or didn't even get the undrafted free agent thing. All right, this is my last shot to get to the NFL. If I ball out this season, I get on somebody practice squad, and I may get called to a main to the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you get that. All you need that opportunity.
Oh yeah.
All you need that one good opportunity. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, that's all you need. All you need is that one chance to get your foot in the door and make something happen.
Speaking of making things happen, I don't know how to go on the college route real quick. Ohio State spring game will be televised on April 19th. If I'm not mistaken, on Fox.
Hold up. I think you sent me that. Let me see. Let me see that for a second. We're going to check right here. Ohio State will have the first ever nationally televised spring game on Fox, April 13th
14.
at
Okay.
noon.
Okay. That's fire. Now, keeping in that realm, Deion Sanders said something very interesting about his kids. When
Okay.
he said he didn't want his kids playing for certain teams. I'm like, Coach Prime.
Hmm? Like, wait. What are we talking about?
He didn't want his kids playing in the cold. He didn't want them playing like, y'all play for, you play in Boulder, Colorado, right? Then he was like saying Sador is going to be, he would have been a top two quarterback. I'm like, you do know this is Colorado, right? Like, Sador is going to have to show his behind this year. He's going to have to be a Heisman candidate to even think about getting drafted that high in the draft. I'm like, I get what you think. Then he said, like, if he gets drafted out, he gonna do an Eli. I'm like, bruh, I get what
Whoa,
you're saying.
wait, whoa, hold on, pause. Dion, what are we doing?
Look,
Look, hold on, wait. Let's
I
double back.
sent you the paperwork. I sent put the paperwork on your desk. You
Oh
saw
yeah.
it?
I saw it. I saw it. But okay, let's double back like this. So first thing you said, he doesn't want his kids playing in the cold.
And that's when I told you, don't they play for, I'm like, don't they play in Colorado? I'm like, nigga. I'm like, bruh, it's Colorado.
Bruh, you're
It
in.
gets pretty. I'm guessing it gets pretty cold. I've never been, but it looks cold when it gets cold. I'm like this. My only argument thing about this, I get it, but like for that to happen, like they say, the worst team in the draft gets the first picks, right?
Uh-huh.
A couple of they're going to a trash team regardless.
Like Cam Newton said it best. You're going to the worst team. Get used to it.
It's like, I mean, like it's like, I don't get the logic behind it. Like I said,
Now, the one that I don't get is he's gonna pull a Eli Manning or whatever. Okay, look, first and foremost, Dion, I get that you were a perennial cornerback in Dallas, in Atlanta. Like, you balled out to a point where, like, you even played baseball for the Atlanta Braves and you did your thing over there and whatnot, bro. Like, I get it. Genetically, like athletically, you was a gifted dude. And your sons, like, they're gifted. They ball. But, and I'm gonna sound, I might sound a little bit off when I say this, so please don't crucify me. But
we need to put a disclaimer. We need to put a disclaimer. The views and opinions are about to be expressed are Izzy Phantasmos. West Side Izzy P. June has no connection to what he's about to say. Go.
I'm glad you good disclaimer. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't believe Deion Sanders' name has that much pull for Shador to pull that type of move.
I would argue if he was a coach in the NFL, yes.
No, but think about it like this. Okay, let's look at the Eli Manning situation. Arch Manning, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. All three of these guys, what do they have in common?
I played in the NFL.
And they're all what position?
Quarterbacks.
And were they good?
For the most part.
Were they Hall of Fame worthy good?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have not only the dad is a Hall of Fame quarterback, but the oldest is a Hall of Fame quarterback. And now you have the youngest, he's coming into the league. I think a lot of people had the unction to be like, okay, if Eli is pulling this move, then there's something to it. We might as well go with respect because think about it, like the weight that the Manning's name has in the league is kind of big.
Yeah.
There's weight on that name. There's some weight to it. And I'm not saying that there's no weight on Deion Sanders' name, but I don't think there's enough on there, or he has half of that weight for him to say if Shador gets drafted, or if Shador is going to be in the draft and it's the worst team, like let's say it's the Panthers. The Panthers. Actually, let's say it's the Panthers again, right? Let's say it's Carolina. Or let's say it's Arizona, or let's say it's Washington or whoever, right?
Right.
I don't think Deion has the ability to say if Shador is going to be in the draft, he's going to pull an Eli Manning and say, I don't want this team to draft me. Because right now we're hearing about a situation with Caleb Williams and supposedly how it's being reported that he's trying to pull the same thing with Eli Manning, the whole Eli Manning situation. I mean, RG3 said the same thing too, that Caleb Williams should pull an Eli Manning and say, I'm not getting drafted to Chicago. The thing is, though, okay, let's say you do decide to pull an Eli Manning and say, okay, look, Chicago has the number one pick for Caleb Williams, or in Shador's case, let's say it's the Cardinals. They got the number one pick, right? Let's say Arizona, who's got the number one pick in the draft, but Shador doesn't want to go to Arizona. How do you think that's going to play out for him?
It can't, like I said, like somebody said they think Deion Sanders want Shador to play for Dallas or Atlanta. And look, you know how bad Dallas would have to play to get a top 5 pick in the draft for next year.
Or hear me out. Do you know how bad Shador would have to do at his pro day or his draft for him to lower his stock enough just to fall in?
Now, you really think he's...
I'm not saying he's going to do that. I'm not saying he's going to do that.
I'm just saying, like, that would be a stupid move. Yeah, I don't want to be a number one pick. I don't want to. So you're going to purposely fall. So you, like, I'm like this. I even said off camera, off record, I'm like, yo, how do you know that Shador is going to even be a top 5 pick, a top 10 pick? He has to ball out. He literally has to go insane this season. I'm talking about national championship level team. They can't do what they did last year.
Look, what happened last year, I think everybody could say it was a more successful season for Colorado than what they had the previous year, because Colorado had only won one game before Deion and company came into effect.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they did all right. We said right on this podcast, I said, yo, when they get to Oregon, they're gonna get their ass whooped. And like clockwork, and they got their ass whooped. It was so, and I get the coach don't like Deion Sanders. He wanted to stick it to Deion, and he did. Hey, it is what it is. If it was vice versa, Deion probably did the same thing. He probably would have did it. He probably did the same thing. And that's fine.
Right.
That's like, I mean, that's like, I get it.
Now, look, hold on. So you said that Shador is going to have to ball out, right?
I think he would have to.
All right. So in his 2023...
They have to go undefeated this year for that even being the... They have to go undefeated. He has to have a Heisman caliber. Of course, they're going undefeated. It's going to be a Heisman caliber thing. It has to play out like that. Anything less than that...
They have to make at least the playoffs.
It's 12 this year, right?
Like 12 or 14.
Whatever the thing of the play, they have to. If they got to make playoffs, and they got to make a deep playoff run. They can't
Okay,
get a one.
okay, hold on. Oh. So this is Shador's stats from 2023. All right.
Okay.
So 2023, he threw for 3,230 yards, uh, about 27 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. Hold on, give me 1 second because let me see. I just had it here. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. He had a 69.3 completion percentage, and he had a rating of 151.7, which
All right.
is not bad. Not bad. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Right.
There's a pretty good. But the Buffaloes went 4-8.
Yep.
For Shador to be considered Heisman, he has to get about 4,000 yards. He'll have to get at least 35 to about 40 tutties, and he has to keep that interception number below 10 or below.
Yep.
And he has to get Colorado. He has to get the Buffaloes to at least, I'm gonna say about 9 wins. 9 to 10 wins. If that happens, and Shador, if Colorado can manage 10 wins, if Shador can get about at least 35 to 38 touchdowns, 40 at max, and throw for about 4,000, 4,200 yards with like 10 or less interceptions, then yeah, I could see him probably being a high draft pick. I could see him being a Heisman candidate. I could see something shaking out like that. But
Yeah.
if Colorado has a season where they're like treading around 500, then there's going to be then you're going to have to look at it and be like, well, maybe some considerations could be made, but I don't know. But but this is, it's all a game of like, this is all a game of like, we have to wait and see. This is all just like us just talking right now, but like when the season starts to, really come around and spring football really starts to like ramp up for the colleges, and we actually start to get to like the crux of like season's beginning or whatever, then is really going to be the test of like, okay, let's see what's really going to happen here.
Yeah. And I feel like, and there's no hate to Colorado. I'm just one of people like I don't jump on a boat quick like that. But I just say this like for somebody like it, I don't like the talking. I'm like, go do what you got to do and prove that you can, because
I think that's what happened with Colorado last year. Like they got so high up on like they beat the team that was in the national championship game the year prior. They beat them at their house, and then they won, the next 2 games at home. They started 3-0, and then Oregon pretty much just like stomped them out, but it really didn't help them. It didn't really help their case when it was shown on video that they were kind of like disrespecting the field when they were in Oregon.
yep. I put like this.
You can't bring that attitude. You're just getting your feet wet in the dance.
Look, I put it like this. When I've seen when the team up north played M State, they was on disrespect. When your rivalry is deep like that, and both teams are good, I
Yeah.
guess you can do that. But when you just now getting that going, you can't do that because you got to back that up.
Yep.
Because like I've seen my team, Ohio State, battle with the best of them. I've seen it. They got the stroke to do it. But at the same time, you got to back all that up. Because when you lose, they look like, but you was just
Yeah.
on the field. You know what I mean? You was doing all this
Yeah,
in the end zone.
yeah.
You let Stanford come back and clap that ass.
That comeback really pissed me off. I was like, come
And
on.
I'm like,
That
I
comeback really.
I get it. When you got what is it? We're gonna get up out of here. When you got a hype, enthusiasm,
Asm.
enthusiasm coach, flamboyant, who's all in, who welcomes that kind of energy, it's kind of like you got to pull some of that back. Like other teams see that they don't like. Now you're a target.
Yep.
Like, and then I heard who was it, Skip Bayless or was it Keyshawn Johnson say we looking at the next Bama dynasty? Hold on.
Wait. For who?
Colorado.
Wait, hold on. What?
Black. If I'm lying, let this whole computer shut off.
What?
If I'm lying, let this whole computer shut off. Because I did a story who said, Skip Bayless said, we're looking at the next Bama dynasty. Skip Bayless said that. Think I'm lying?
We're looking at the next Alabama dynasty on the.
Oh, yeah. Look here. Do you know people, it's like when you saw Bama on your schedule, you saw like, all right, people betted on Bama because they knew they were going to win every money on. You could bet 5 paychecks, Bama going to win every game, and you're going to be a millionaire. For the slim chance Auburn comes around or Texas come around and sneak and get that victory, like, oh, I didn't see that coming. But Bama was a powerhouse.
Bro.
You know what kind of people came from Bama? You got Julio Jones,
Devontae Smith,
Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts, Tua, God dang, Devontae. Come on now, Jerry Jeudy. No, Jerry Jeudy. That was
Judy. Judy came from
Jerry Jeudy. He did Ruggs. He got in his trouble. He came from Bama. Produced monsters.
They produced ballers.
So you know what kind of level you gotta. I'm like, you know what kind of pressure that you like. You gotta win a name. You gotta win a ball game. I'm not talking about the goddamn
Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Nah, what is it called? The General Dollar General gas station bowl. I'm talking about the Georgia Peach Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the goddamn
the Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta. You gotta win bowl games. You gotta win. You gotta make people like, yo, I don't want to really play. When I go to Boulder, I don't really want to play them. Like you, ain't nobody scared of Colorado. I'm sorry.
Not right now. They're not.
Like everybody who got Colorado,
like they see Colorado on the come up. Don't get it twisted, but like y'all not a powerhouse yet. Like I'm still rooting for them boys. I want to see them. I want to see what they can do. I want to see them move up. But like y'all gotta. It's crunch time now.
It is.
But you know what else is crunch time?
What's crunch time?
This podcast. It's crunch time on this podcast. Man.
What's on then? What we doing? What we doing? What we going? Man? What we doing?
What do you mean what we doing, man? We sending these people off with something positive. We came out here and we gave y'all a lot of talk today. I hope y'all got something out of it. Because you know what this is, man. It's a show about nothing when we talk about nothing, but it's always something.
That's what he said. You heard the man, Joni June.
Man, it's your boy Junie June, June's 88. Keep an eye out. Green Tea music video, April 10th. Keep a lookout for that on the YouTube. It's your boy Westside Izzy P, Westside Sports. Go ahead, check me out. Like, subscribe, comment on both of our channels. Westside Sports,
John Street TV.
John Street TV. Also, like this video, comment underneath below, man. Share this with all your people, man. And look, We'll be back next week with a whole new video, bro. We will see y'all later, man. Westside Izzy P, Junie June. We are out of
Peace.
here.